Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacts with chief ministers of all states, expresses confidence that India will surely emerge victorious against COVID with everyone's efforts. Government warns that Omicron variant of coronavirus is not the common cold and it should not be taken lightly. Union Environment Minister Bhupender Yadav releases India's State of Forest Report 2021 and special vaccination drive for students underway in the state's government schools. As the number of COVID-19 cases are rising fast in several parts of the country, we appeal to our listeners to be vigilant and get fully vaccinated and help others, including children between 15 and 18 years, to get vaccinated. As the new Omicron variant of coronavirus is causing concern, please continue to follow these 3 simple steps. Stay safe. Wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information or guidance, contact National Helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075 and State Helpline number 1800-345-0019. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today expressed confidence that India will definitely emerge victorious against COVID with everyone's efforts. He was interacting with chief ministers of all states this evening through video conferencing. Modi said India's battle with the biggest pandemic of 100 years has now entered its 3rd year and hard work is the only path and victory the only option. He said the earlier skepticism about Omicron is now slowly getting cleared. He added that the Omicron variant is infecting people at several times faster than the previous variant. He asked people to be alert and careful and stressed that a panic situation should not be created. He said the alertness of the people and the administration must not fall short in this festive season. The Prime Minister said that the preemptive, proactive and collective approach adopted by central and state governments last time is the mantra of victory this time as well. He said COVID infection must be limited as much as possible. Modi also laid stress on intensifying the Har Ghar Dastak campaign for 100% vaccination. Niti Aayog member Health Dr. V.K. Paul has warned that Omicron variant of coronavirus is not a common cold and it should not be taken lightly just because it is causing mild infections. He told media persons that this variant has led to the collapse of the health system of some countries. Dr. Paul said COVID-19 pandemic has again become intense this time, powered by Omicron variant, which is rapidly replacing or has already replaced Delta as the dominant form. He stressed that vaccination is an important pillar in the COVID response program. Dr. Paul said people need to be vigilant, get vaccinated and follow COVID-appropriate behavior. Union Environment Minister Bhupender Yadav today released India's State of Forest Report 2021. In 2021, the total forest and tree cover in India is 80.9 million hectares. This is over 24.60% of the geographical area of the country. He said that it is encouraging to know that 17 states and union territories have above 33% of the geographical area under forest cover. Yadav congratulated the Ministry of Forest Survey of India for bringing out this biennial report despite the COVID pandemic. As per the report, out of the 17 states and UTs, 5 states or UTs, namely Lakshadweep, Mizoram, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Arunachal Pradesh and Meghalaya have more than 75% forest cover, while 12 states and UTs, namely Manipur, Nagaland, Tripura, Goa, Kerala, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh, Datra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu, Assam and Odisha, have forest cover between 33% to 75%. A special vaccination drive for students in the age group of 15 to 18 years has begun from today by Department of Health and Family Welfare Nagaland at the selected government higher secondary schools in all the 15 districts of the state. In this regard, School Education Department has asked all parents to get their children to voluntarily vaccinate for COVID-19 at the nearest special vaccination centres free of cost. The heads of all schools or boards, both government and private, have also been directed to disseminate the information to parents of all eligible students studying in their schools through school WhatsApp groups and other communication channels. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. To commemorate the celebration of 75 years of India's independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we present India at 75 quiz with AIR News Kohima, a special quiz on India's freedom movement and its glorious history, every Thursday in the evening news bulletin. And here goes our question of the week for English News Bulletin. Name the animal that was adopted as the symbol of the Constituent Assembly. I repeat, name the animal that was adopted as the symbol of the Constituent Assembly. Listeners can send their responses to the questions to our email airnewskohimaindia75@gmail.com or WhatsApp to 9485 239950 along with name and address. The first correct answer received from the participants will be selected as the winner and will be announced in tomorrow morning news at 7:30 a.m. Over 154 crore 61 lakh vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Over 3 crore children between the age group of 15 to 18 years have received the first dose of COVID-19 vaccine. Health Minister Mansukh Mandaviya said that there is a great sense of responsibility and enthusiasm among young Indians. Meanwhile, the Health Ministry said that more than 157 crore 36 lakh COVID-19 vaccine doses have been provided to states and UTs so far through centres free of cost channel and through direct state procurement category. It said more than 15 crore 75 lakh balance and unutilized COVID vaccine doses are still available with the states and UTs to be administered. Nagaland today reported 86 new COVID-19, taking the total confirmed caseload to 32,616. Dimapur reported the highest with 77 new cases, followed by 6 in Kohima and 3 from Bhupender. In addition, Dimapur registered 17 recoveries from the infection, totaling to 30,456. The number of fatalities due to COVID-19 remained at 687. Governor of Assam and Nagaland, Professor Jagdish Mukhi, has tested positive for COVID-19. Chief Minister Nipiro, in a tweet, extended wishes for a speedy recovery of the governor, Professor Mukhi, and prayed for his good health. The Festival of Harvest, Lohri, is being celebrated today in North India, especially in Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Delhi, Jammu and Chandigarh. Lohri marks the end of the long nights of winter and welcomes the longer days of summer as the sun begins its journey to the northern hemisphere. Lohri is celebrated with a bonfire. The festival is mostly associated with crop harvesting and happiness. Popcorns, peanuts, riwari and gajak are distributed to all neighbours, friends and relatives on the occasion. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have greeted the citizens on the occasion of Lohri. And now 20 news, here are main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacts with chief ministers of all states, expresses confidence that India will surely emerge victorious against COVID with everyone's efforts. Government warns that Omicron variant of coronavirus is not a common cold and it should not be taken lightly. Union Environment Minister Bhupender Yadav releases India's State of Forest Report 2021. And special vaccination drive for students underway in states' government schools. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.